I mean, when we play the right way, you know, I'd like to think it works. I mean, we started moving the ball more. You know, we had 0 assists in the third quarter. Um, I think we ended up with 6 in the fourth, but we were getting better looks because we were getting things out of the flow. And then defensively, we put a main group in at the beginning of the fourth quarter to see if we can make a little run. They ended up making a run, so we just let them ride. And I think that group saw defensively they started communicating. They started doing more of the impacting the ball. Some of those things, and changed up a couple things with George and Leonard. And we fell a little bit short, but I'm proud of the way the guys didn't quit.
Do you get frustrated when you see that they are capable of playing this way and they just don't for long stretches? Or
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you get frustrated, but it's I understand we got to learn too with everything, and it doesn't feel good to learn in games, but it's we got to be more attentive to the details of things, understanding that late in games, every rebound, defensive rebound, I understand we're playing a little bit smaller, but we got to have 5 guys in there. We need those possessions. We got to and we can't be turning the ball over in the open court. When it's a close game, we need to get a shot every possession. So I'd like to think it's growing pains, but it's things that you have to learn from.
how good was Covington in the fourth defensively on Kawhi and just kind of turning the ball over and controlling him a little bit more?
Yeah, I thought he was very good in the fourth quarter, and I thought he was playing very solid, which is what we need. That's what we need defensively, is just to be solid, our group, and we're going to keep reiterating that. I'm excited that we have a few days to practice now. I'm really looking forward to that because we need to get better.
Is it nice, obviously you don't want to lose, but heading into these days of practice to have clips of this fourth quarter and be like, yes, that was it, we need more of that, like positive examples to say, like, you can do this, here it is?
Yeah, it is. With the games, you're always going to take the good and the bad, and especially when you are changing over systems offensively and defensively. So you want to have, especially when you're hey, you're on a losing streak. We get it. You want to have some extended periods of time that you were doing the right things and that you can show where the system is working. And so having that, it'll be good to point to those things, but we got to keep striving to put it together for a full game.
Ryan, to your point about every rebound mattering, I mean, tonight there was the key defensive or offensive rebound by Kawhi. It feels like during this losing streak that's actually happened quite a bit, where there's a key defensive rebound that you guys need. So with Rocco at the 4, I mean, do you think that's something that you guys can fix? Your 22nd in defensive rebounding do you feel like that's fixable?
I do, because I think that we can fix it from a couple other areas. I think that Carl and Robert can be defensive rebounders in crunch time, but I also think that we have guys on the wing who are able to come in for engaged rebounds too, and engaged rebound where Kawhi is kind of muscling Cove or somebody under the basket. We got length along the perimeter too. Josh is a pretty good rebounder too. So I do believe that we can have that.
It seemed like you were icing the pick and roll in the first half a little bit more. Is that harder to do when you're playing your 5, back more?
Mm-hmm.
That leaves that open space for 2 guys like, PG and Kawhi to make those?
Yeah, it is. I mean, they, 46 and 42, they make it very tough on you. We know that. And, we changed some things in the second half or fourth quarter more. But Kawhi is one of the best mid-range shooters in the game, and he was making us pay in there. But I will say we're sticking to what we feel is going to be the best for us in the long run. And we've talked to a lot, I guess us as adding more things and adding different things, and as opposed to changing everything up. We got to become very, very solid at get back to being solid at the main things for us.
You flirted with a box and one. It seemed a little bit. Was that just the way it happened, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's, if you want to call it that.
Was
Not.
the two with
Yeah.
you and one guy floating?
Yeah. We can talk. We can talk off camera.
We saw Carl take the hard fall there in the fourth quarter. Any fear of any lingering things with that, just even though he finished the game? Or?
I mean, it's I'll wait to hear from the doctors. They're the experts on things, and I'm not afraid until you hear something. So
Defensively, you talked about Covington. What were the other four guys doing that was different from the other three quarters, and what's been different throughout this stretch here?
yeah, I mean, I thought we were just playing more solid. We were playing with a commitment to our defensive. Like to use the words that we had defensive integrity in the fourth quarter, where we stuck to the game plan. We stuck to what the coverages should be, and we communicated those. And I'll say too, I thought the crowd really pushed things forward for those guys. I thought they were a huge help. So credit to them. But I think that's a big part of in the fourth quarter, our defensive integrity was good.
And what did you see from Carl in the fourth, especially offensively, in the way that he was, I think, 18 points and kind of just being able to get his shot a little bit more than he had been in the past?
I mean, it was something. That's one of the things I feel good about right now. I mean, I don't feel good, but you feel good about things that you need to improve upon as a team. And yesterday we worked a lot on letting the offense dictate where the shots will come from, and playing through Carl at the top of the key. We tried to get back to more of that. The ball will find him then when it changes sides of the floor. We didn't do a good job of that against Utah in the second half, but I thought that tonight in the fourth quarter we did that. And to you guys' point, we have something to show these guys tomorrow.
Ryan, there's times where with Jeff he can kind of feel incompatible with that group, but he has, I don't even know how many, it's been a handful of really good games for you guys. When he is able to kind of assert his will in the game, but how meaningful is that for you guys to have that boost at the point guard position?
Yeah, we need everybody to play within the system, and part of the playing within the system is, and I don't want to overuse the word, but that's the only word I know to call it. But part of playing within our offense is being aggressive, and I always say when you have an aggressive Jeff Teague, we're a better basketball club, and he did that in the fourth quarter. I thought he got us into some things a little bit better too. We struggle when we have random possessions throughout the game. That's where a lot of our lulls come from. And sometimes in the flow of things, especially when you want to play fast, it's hard to relay calls. But I thought that Jeff did a good job of getting us into things.
Ryan, how delicate is the balance of being able to feel good about minor individual things but not feeling good as a whole throughout this streak?
Yeah, I mean, a streak is, we lost games. I think that a number of them we played good enough to win. But it's got to be in. You can't have missed defensive rebounds. You can't have late game turnovers. Those are the things that we got to be better with. So when you're not doing those, it's hard to stay positive. But then you find when guys are, you start moving the ball or you start playing with defensive integrity in the fourth quarter, those are things that you can point to and you can feel good about. But, we don't feel good. Nobody feels good about that. But we are committed to what we're going to do. And, we're going to have guys out there that, are going to do that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.